Vex. This is a late one. This is a Monday night. I know a lot of people probably in bed or getting ready to bed, take showers, but I said I want to do this anyway. I want to get this thing done. I want to get this video out. We don't know if there's going to be tomorrow, so I said let me do it today. When I make promises to myself, I like to do it. So I was going to do it today. I did a lot of studying, did a lot of history, Hebrew history. I'm reading this book. It's pretty a lot of pages. The Jews of Spain and Portugal. Danny Armstead. Vex. It may be Vex. It may be just me and you tonight. We're going to just give them a couple minutes to get in the room. I said to myself earlier, I was going to get it done, but when I'm writing my video, when I'm writing the video, sometimes it takes me longer to get my notes together, my heads together. So that's what goes on. And what also that goes on is, time flies by. So usually when I say I want to do something, I want to do it. And I try to do it. And I try to go to bed earlier now. I used to go to bed at 2, 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. Now I go to bed at 11, 12 o'clock. It's more better, for me. But I said, I heard something and over the weekend. Zaquab Zari, Vex, purity becoming one. I don't know why that don't come out clear. I gotta clean this signet ring. Vex, purity becoming one. I don't say shalom, shalom. You can say it. I don't say it. That means peace. We need purity and to become one in this last period of Jacob's troubled time. So, like I said, it's going to probably be a small class. Just give a couple minutes, see if anybody else comes in the room, and then I'll start. Don't worry, I won't keep you long. The title is T's crossed and I's dotted. Those who think their T's are crossed and their I's are dotted. Food. And I heard something over the weekend that just passed. And of course it has truth, but we need to look at the bigger picture. We need to look at the whole thing, not just a little portion. Whenever you're, like, say, investigating something, checking something out, it's not good just to look at one little portion. Vex, young king on deck, Vex. Sorry it doesn't come out. I don't know why it doesn't come out clear where you can see it. It's very tiny though. But anyway, Vex, those who think they got all their T's crossed and their I's dotted. Food. Like I was telling the others in the room, I heard something over the weekend and it spurred me to write about it. I didn't write about it over the weekend. I said I'm going to do it on Monday on the weekend. So today's Monday. Monday's not over. When I say I like to do something, I try to do it. I know it's late, but whoever wants to watch it later can watch it later. And we will definitely begin in 5 minutes. Not in another 5 minutes, in the 5-minute time wait that I did. King David on deck. Vex, purity becoming one. Purity becoming, we need purity. Peace, we already know that. They've been saying peace for a long time. Has there been peace? Well, guess what? If we do unity, we're going to get peace. Yes. If we do unity, this means unity and becoming one. If we get unity and we become one, there'll be automatic peace. So here in Hebrew on Island too, I don't say shalom and shalom. Everybody else could do that. On my own ship, Hebrew ship, and I feel that Tav X, and it's just Tav. The X is the Phoenician 400 numeric value of the Phoenician Hebrew alphabet. And you know what? I think I mentioned this in another video of mine. You know, when I was, like I'm in a third world country, in a Spanish country, speaking country, and I don't even know Spanish good, but I know more than almost a lot of Americans and Europeans and stuff. I know a lot of words and phrases and all that stuff like that. And Hebrew is just even crazy. So, a lot of people say, Paleo Hebrew. But, when I did some research on it, Moses, most likely, and Aaron and them, they were speaking a more Canaanite, Phoenician Hebrew, the old Hebrew, more simpler. Because when you look at the grammar of the Phoenician Hebrew, the one I study, this is the 400 numeric value of the Phoenician alphabet, it's more simpler. When you look at the Paleo, maybe the Syriac and whatever, it's more cluttered. It has a lot more stuff in it. So they say it was probably more probable that Moses types in that era, in that early era, was speaking a Canaanized Hebrew, which is, you could say, Phoenician Hebrew. So that's the grammar that I study. But anyway, you know what? We had like 7 minutes. I gave them ample time. It's late. I know a lot of people are not going to come into the room, and I understand it's late. It's even late for me because I'm trying to go to bed early. King David, I heard something over the weekend in reference to food and what people are not doing, and they didn't say it's smart or nothing like that, but guess what? I'm a Hebrew Koheleth, a teacher preacher. What I heard, I said, there's more to it that needs to be explained. So I said, I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna share with you guys, with Danny, Yaqued, Young King, and King David, Psalm 144. For all those who feel they got all their T's crossed and their I's dotted, food. Now, I wrote most of it, so I'm going to be reading what I wrote, which is directly from this Tanakh over here. Okay. Sorry. And a little freestyle. Most High. This is what spurred me to write this. I heard a Hebrew talking over the weekend about chicken. We know the thigh of the chicken in Genesis, the sinew. You're not supposed to eat that because Jacob struggled with the angel and stuff like that. Okay. But this person was saying that, but I don't eat chicken anyway because, the general public of Hebrews don't know this. And the chickens that they're eating has 5 toes, no 4 toes. The chicken or fowls that are permissible are 5-toed, foot-toed, pheasant, fowl. So you guys are eating abominable things. And then they didn't say it's smart or whatever. I'm just summarizing it into my video. And then that person also said about fish. Well, we only eat fish and lamb, and that's it. So, and my son's never eaten chicken before and whatever. So then that went into my head. That's true. Because these chickens today are genetically modified. They're hybridized. So for even us who say, well, I only eat chicken and turkey. Once in a blue moon, on a special occasion, I'll go and have a cheeseburger with my concubine wifey. And some alitas, those are little chicken wings. But other than that, and I eat carrots, celery, cucumbers, pears, I was eating macadamia nuts on my stomach up, so I eat almonds. A couple almonds, not a lot. And I eat caramelized almonds. So when I heard the four-toed chicken, and that's not, and I don't eat fish and chicken, but in my head, there's more to that. And, even some of yous or whoever, well, I'm really more close to the law than you guys. The person didn't say that. I'm making my own video. Because I know there's people out there that know about the four-toed chicken versus the five-toed chicken. And may have a higher standard saying, hey, you guys are sinning and this and that. Remember on my channel, I've always said from the beginning that I strive to keep all the law, statutes, and commandments. I've always said that. I'm saying it right now. Of course, anything man alters, hibernizes is an abomination. So I agree with what I heard. But see, in my video, this video, I want to factor in a lot more things. So you get a bigger, if I add more elements, legitimate elements, you can get a brighter and better picture of food. Not just you guys are eating those turkeys. Those turkeys are not real, like God made, and four-toed chicken and stuff like that. Let's add to that. And then let's see if everybody's T's are crossed and I's are dotted. It's by the motto at Hebrew on the Island too. I strive. You know what strive means? And I'm not successful all the time. But I strive to be correct and 100. I strive. I try really, really hard. But what we have to factor in is this. The Most High let loose on us these demons, cavemen, Neanderthal, number 6, the ones that got SCL24A5, zebrafish gene in them, the wild man of Europe, real hairy, trying to topple the Negro Israelite kingdoms, European kingdoms, the ones that are mixed with Neanderthal. It's another type of person. Most High let him loose upon us to control us, to control the world, to control every aspect of your life. Yes or no? Jobs, food, housing, water, clothing, and everything else under the sun. It's part of your punishment. Daniel chapter 4, verse 18. Daniel chapter 4, verse 18. This sentence is decreed to the watchers. This verdict is commanded by the holy ones, so that all creatures may know that the Most High is sovereign over the realm of man. And he gave it to whom he wishes, and he may set over it even the lowest of men. In the KJV, it says the basis of men. That means the lowest. I'm referring to you, to the Tanakh. The verdict is commanded by the Holy One, so that all creatures may know that the Most High is sovereign over the realm of man, and he giveth it to whom he wishes, and he may set over it even the lowest of men. When you read Job 9:24, and the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Those are the lowest of men. What do you think the lowest of men, who has the reins of control and rulership over the earth, is going to do in the earth, to the people, and the animals? This is why I'm saying, watch, if you feel or you're a little puffed up, that you got all the T's crossed and the I's dots. Because when I get done with this video, you're going to have to rethink that and strive. I'm not saying, forget it, give up. No. Strive and try, and remember, we are at the mercy of the Most High. Go to his mercy seat. That's why you need to pray every day. maybe a couple times a day, and ask for the mercy. You're in Egypt again. Do you really think you are able to stay clean and pure when devils are steering the ship, controlling everything, whose mind is set on wickedness continually? Am I lying? Hold on. I want to write something in my notes. Let me put this in my notes so I don't forget. John 9:24. Yo, see, this is live. I'm creating my notes now, adding to my notes now, because my videos are my notes. Do you really think that you are able to stay perfectly clean and pure? Hold on. Perfectly clean and pure when devils are steering the ship, controlling everything, whose mind is set on wickedness continually. I have been saying from the beginning, all we can do is strive to keep his commandments to the best of our ability and to be appeasing to him in this demonic world empire. This wild man that is in charge of the world thinks that he is God and wants to be God. This is the one who controls the earth, who thinks like this. Come with me to Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20 and to 23. Those who call evil good and good evil, who present darkness as light, the light for darkness, who presents bitter as sweet and sweet as bitter. Those who are so daunty as drunkards of wine, so violent as mixers of drink, who vindicate him who is in the wrong in return for a bribe, and without vindication from him who is in the right. Now, when you read Isaiah 5, it's talking about Israelites, because the whole Bible is talking, the scripture is talking about Israelites. But that still goes for the heathens, who call evil good and good evil. Don't they? Look around you if you haven't. Open your eyes, look at the internet, look at TikTok and YouTube and Netflix and all that, who call evil good and good evil, who present darkness as light and light for darkness. That's wicked Israelites, and that's definitely those demon heathen Gentiles. These demon Neanderthal number 6s say, I am going to control the weather, divert the water on the land, extinct animals from the earth, poison the water, air, and people. I'm going to create clone people and animals. I'm going to make killer diseases and germs. But you know what? Let me stop here because there is not enough of paper and ink that I have in my house to write all his evils down. You know I'm not lying. The Most High has released a wild demon in a meat suit loose upon us. And we all know it. So for all those Israelites who think that all their T's are crossed and I's dotted because we don't eat those four-toed chickens, that they don't eat those four-toed chickens and turkeys, I have something else to tell you. Just before you think you're going to cross that T, just before you think you're going to dot that I, let me share this with you guys. Some of them say we only eat fish. Okay. Do you know fish farms, farms that, the farm-raised fish are fed feed that has all types of chemicals and hormones and other substances. It also has corn maze. Do you realize corn is not a natural vegetable? It's made. It's hybridized. It was created by man. It's not a natural growing vegetable. So just like the four-toed chicken, most of the fish in the bags that you're buying in the stores and getting from those fisheries, except, I eat wild caught fish. Believe me, your T's are still not going to be crossing, your I's are not dotted when I'm done with this video. And I'm not trying to go, ha ha ha, I'm trying to show a bigger picture. Because when you just show, just the four-toed chicken you guys are eating, there's supposed to be 5 toes, the right fowl to eat. You guys are, I'm more, I'm making this as a video. I'm not saying that guy even said that. I'm just making it as my video to show you viewers, you Israelites, if you know people that, you guys are, relax. You know that saying, you are what you eat. So those farm-raised fish that you're eating, that you're not eating a four-toed chicken, is also abominable because it's eating hybridized food, clone-type food, man-created food. Corn is not naturally growing vegetable. You didn't know that. You are what you eat. So the fish is eating something not natural, and then you eat it. Okay, we're going to subtract that part, but it's just so. No, it don't go that way. That's why he tells you don't eat crabs, shrimps, lobsters, and octopus and squids and mussels and all that shit, because they are, and pigs, they're the garbage men of the sea and the land. They are what they eat. They eat shit, they eat dead animals, and every other garbage thing that could be there. And most I don't want you to consume them because they consume death. Okay? You are what you eat. The Most High tells us not to eat crabs, shrimps, lobsters. Okay, and I said that part already. So these farm fish are eating corn, which is man-made, which is abominable. Now, for you guys who, well, I'm a vegetarian. I mean, none of the meat, none of the fish, none of the eggs, and none of this stuff like that. And you eat the eggs. The eggs come from the four-toed thing, so you're eating abominations. Well, I just eat vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. That's why I said, hold up, before you cross your T's and dot your I's. Watermelon, tomatoes, strawberries, tangerines, peanuts, oranges, mandarins, kale, grapefruit, eggplant, corn, collard greens, cauliflower, carrots, celery, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, boysenberries, bananas, apples, almonds, even potatoes. Potatoes were first poisonous. They removed the poisons, so they had to hybridize it and then clone it. It's man-altered, man-made. So with your fish and some vegetables on the side and maybe some potatoes, it's abominable still. You need to slow down, come down some notches before you cross that T, thinking that you got everything under control and that you're living like way up to standard. Cross the T's before you cross the T's and dot the I's. I just mentioned a whole bunch of vegetables and fruit side dishes. And there's probably more. Time was ticking, I had to stop. That's why I say relax. Do you realize that if you say, well, I just eat lamb, because that person also said they just eat lamb and fish. What are they eating with it? You know they have to eat a side dish. And if you have kids, you eating vegetables, side dishes that I just mentioned. That's almost everything. So Forget about crossing that T. Forget about crossing that dot and that I. Let me tell you about your sheep and goats and cows and that stuff. Even though those are permissible in the law. Your sheep, goats, and cows are given cattle feed also, because it's used to supplement their food. Hay, grass, they don't have that much of it. And even if they have it, they want their cows, sheep, and goats to grow big, because they sell them by the weight, they get more money. So they feed them feed, has hormones, other chemicals, and corn maze. Corn is not natural. You are what you eat. So that sheep, when the Passover sheep, you're supposed to take it when it's small, no blemishes, bring it to your house so you know what it's eaten and raised and so forth and so on. The sheep and lamb chops, you're buying it from the store. What are they eating? You are what you eat. That's why he tells us, don't eat that. He says, you guys, and it's in Isaiah, you guys that are up in the groves, eating the swine's flesh and the mouse, he says, you're going to be, because he don't want that in you. This is why I say strive. Don't eat pork, shrimp, lobster, crab, and all those things. Avoid all those things. But we have a Most High let loose a devil upon us. And he's contrary to the Most High's laws. He made him that way to make us very evil and to restrict us and to cause distress to us, because that's distress, knowing that we got a devil doing all this stuff to us. Corn, maize, and hormones and other things are always put into their feed. It's not like in the Bible times when the farm animals, your farm animals, only ate natural grass, hay, leaves, and plants. That's what you don't understand. I know it's simple just to say, I only eat shrimp and fish. Not shrimp and fish, sheep and fish. Well, your sheep are defiled by the food it's eating. Because remember, when you eat shrimp, crab, lobsters, pork, and all that stuff, you're defiled by the food you're eating, right? That's why you don't eat it. Just like in Daniel 1, Daniel tells the guard who's watching him, because Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and Daniel are in the Babylonian captivity. And they're in the captivity, and they're not going to be the regular slaves because they are handsome looking, they're super smart, and etc. So the king's using them for another purpose, like in his courtyard and stuff like that, like the wise men. So the king saw Daniel and then them and the other type of people from other nations that he chose that would be elegant for his courtyard. And Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was one of them in Daniel chapter 1. And the king told the guards, put them on the king's diet for 15 days, because I want them to be more robust and more healthier looking. What do you think is on the king's diet? So when we came to Daniel, Daniel told the guard, number one, the Most High put favor in the eyes of Daniel's guard so that the guard would listen to his request. Daniel said, I know that you have to listen to the king and we must eat the king's diet. But that will defile us. You know why he said defile? Because they're going to eat it, it's going to defile them. That's what I keep saying. Watch before you go home, crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's. I'm doing it perfect, and you guys are really not. And, no. That's why Daniel said, I don't want to eat the king's food because it's going to defile me. And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And what the guards, since the Most High zapped them with favor of Daniel, he said, okay, don't tell nobody. And Daniel and them, they ate their Hebrew type food. And they looked bigger and stronger than the other guys in the king food. The example I gave you was that he said because it would defile us if we eat it. So your sheep, your goats, and your cows are eating feed from this the Most High let loose on us. Who makes the feed? He does. He put corn maze in it and everything else man-made, and he creating in the lab and stuff like that, and hormones, chemicals. Yes. Slow down before you cross the T's and dot the I's. Go to the mercy seat of the Most High. Strive to try to do everything that you possibly can. Corn maze is man-made crop, just like the four-toed chickens, you people that have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. You are what you eat. You still think all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted? Don't worry, we're almost done. Let me tell you some more things that has Porky the Pig written all over it and inside of it. Wine, yeah, we can drink wine, yeah. That fake JC is a wine bibber, I know why. They want to eat a lot of pork. Wine has gelatin, a product that is derived from big body parts used for the purification process of wine, beer, spirits. Slow down before you cross the T's and dot the I's. Baking goods. This is sad for me. I don't know which ones. I don't know if they do that here or there, but it can be in baking goods. It's called cysteine, C-Y-S-T-E-N-E, in breads to create a more extensible dough and pan flour when they're baking it. Cereals. That's going to hit the heart of a lot of you. Frosted Flakes and Frosted Rice Krispies and Cocoa Pebbles and Captain Crunch and Fruit Loops and whatever. Cereals. Sugar coated, which can also contain gelatin. But it's cow, it's bovine. Did it say bovine on the box? And they probably don't even have it on the box, so they don't have to put everything. Gelatin in cereals. Yogurt. Well, I'm eating healthy. I'm eating yogurt every day and all this stuff. Yogurt has gelatin and a lot of low-calorie varieties. Fruit gums have gelatin. Chewing gums have gelatin. Steric, it's called steric. It's usually made from animal fat, usually the pig's stomach. Try it. Juicy fruit. And whatever else gum you chew. Instant soups. Cream cheese. I'm eating healthy. You bring that bagel over here. Some chips, not all of them. But remember, potatoes, the original potato was poisonous. They hybridize it, which is man-made, to get rid of the poison so that you can have potato chips. Don't cross those T's and dot those I's. And I already told you beer, wine, and juices. Oh, I just eat fruit juice. Unless you're juicing your own juice like me, I ain't gonna have this too late. I'm gonna be going to bed as soon as this video is done. Take a shower, go to bed. You know, I don't juice it. I just chop my pear up and put it in a blender and drink water juice. But buying juices in stores and all that stuff is gelatin. Well, I haven't done all of that. Let me get my pen out. I'm going to cross the T and I'm going to get rid of the dot the I because I didn't eat none of that stuff that you said. If I would go into most people's houses, maybe not very, very young, and even young people today because everybody's sick, and I don't have it up in your house, I'm going to see 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20 different medications. A lot of the medications have pork in it. Gelatin type substances in it. And marshmallows. Yeah, that's why when the guy was talking about 4 toes and whatever, I'm like, yeah, you're right with that, but almost everything else has got it in there. He let loose a demon on us. Strive to keep the law. I'm not telling you here not to do it. I'm saying just get up, let's go to Red Lobster, let's have a party. No, keep the law. He's going to see your action, but these little sneaky devices that demon, the one in Job 9:24, and the earth is given into the hands of the wicked who call evil good and good evil, bitter for sweet, sweet for bitter, light for darkness, darkness for light. He's changing. You see, he tries to change the weather. He changes, makes hurricanes, hail, storms, everything, tsunamis and shit. Time to take a bath, shower. Hey, where's my Dove soap? You know something? I ain't saying all, but some soaps and shampoos and stuff got gelatin in it. I haven't done anything. Give me that pen. I'm like, are you going to work tomorrow, ladies? I gotta put my makeup on before. Pig substance in it. You need to relax before you cross the T's and dot the I's. For you health-minded guys and stuff, better read the labels because they got pork in it too. You know the capsules are made for gelatin. You guys don't even realize that. I buy vegetarian capsules. And you still don't know that niggas putting pork in there still. Who knows? That's why I say strive to try to do everything right. You can't do no more than that. And the Most High really can't convict you because he said, you did stay away from red lobster, chicharron in Dominican Republic. That's that deep fried pork that tastes good. You didn't go there and you didn't do this strive to try. Stop with this. I got the Dave's cross and every I dotted. I'm the model Hebrew Israelite. This is why Hosea 8 says this. Hosea 8, I'm going to start at verse 5 and then read verse 13. He regrets your calf, Samaria. I am furious with them. Will they never be capable of purity? This is why you guys, some of you guys, why is he always showing his ring? Why is he always showing his ring? Tav. X. Tav means purity and becoming one. The Most High has a question about purity. He didn't say anything about peace. He said stuff about peace, but this thing that's related to purity is very important because it makes him furious with us. That's why I don't be saying bothering with shalom and shalom. I go with Tav X, purity and becoming one. Hosea 8. Verse 5, he rejects your calf, the cow, the small calf. Samaria, I am furious with them. He's talking to you. Will they never be capable of purity? Now you're getting just because we need to be pure. He's furious. We need to be pure. That's why I say Tav. I don't say Shalom. You need to say Tav too. He regrets your calf, Samaria. I am furious with them. Will they never be capable of purity? When they present sacrifices to me, it is but flesh for them to eat. The Lord has not accepted them. Behold, he remembers their iniquity. He will punish their sins back to Egypt with them. Israelites, are we still in modern Egypt today? Tell me if I'm lying. And right now, forget about the food violations that for the chicken that we have no control over. Look at Israel's sin today. We are worse than our fathers. When they were in that first Egypt, they're under the control of that wicked Pharaoh. Well, the Most High knows that we're under the control of this wicked Neanderthal cave beast, demon, who controls the food, the water, the air, the medication, the foods, the vegetables, the feed, the cattle feed, the this, the that. Strive to keep the law. There are going to be things out of your touch. There's a saying, smile when you can, apologize when you should, and let go of the things you can't control. We can't control all that stuff. A lot of you guys ain't farmers. I'm not a farmer growing my own stuff, knowing what kind of feed and stuff is eating that cattle are eating. I can't control that. I can't see it. You can't either. The majority use. And if anybody's sick trying to cross their T's and dot their, you're lying right now. We're all dependent. The Most High said in Deuteronomy, we have to come to our enemy for our clothes, our food, and everything. Yes and no. Stop being so, whoa, niggas is not like me. Of course, the T's and Dr. I's are all eating abominable things and doing it. No, you are too. You just don't even know it because you don't know the bigger picture. You're only looking at it from a small lens. I'm showing it to you from a big lens. Let me do the last one. Jeremiah 16:12. Jeremiah 16:12. And you have acted worse than your fathers, every one of you, following the willfulness of his evil heart and paying no heed to me. Paying no heed to me. And you have acted worse than your fathers, the forefathers. Just look at TikTok and YouTube and whatever. You know what's up. You know those new modern things. And even just the young, the old, the middle-aged, they all. You know they all doing it. Jeremiah 16:12. And you have acted worse than your fathers, every one of you, following the willfulness of his evil heart and paying me no heed. So for you guys that want to think that you're going to I cross the T's, dot the I's. I'm like, not like you niggas. I'm superior Hebrew. I'm going to tell you here, Hebrew, you haven't arrived yet. You're probably not going to arrive until the end. So what me and you and everybody needs to get on our knees every day. Go to the mercy seat. It says in Proverbs 28, those that conceal their sins will not prosper, but those that confess their sins will have mercy. We need to go to the mercy seat. Or it's curtains for us. We need mercy. In Hosea 6, what it said in Hosea 6, it says, I desire mercy over sacrifice, and the voice of the Most High, over burnt offerings. In Micah 6:6-8, the guy said in Micah, he said, well, what should I do to be forgiven and saved or whatever? What should I do? He said, so I bring a calf of the first year, 1,000 of them, will the Most High be pleased? Should I bring 10,000 rivers of oil? Will the Most High be pleased? Should I give my firstborn? Will the Most High be pleased? He said, what can I do? He said, well, what's required of you is to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your Creator. I'm telling you, you need mercy. He says in Isaiah 55, change your wicked ways and your wicked thoughts, and the Most High will put upon you mercy. Well, we need mercy. Come to him on our knees saying, Most High, I can't even take a shower with this nigga. He's the nigga putting pork in everything. I can't even get sick and take a medicine because this nigga's putting pork in everything. I can't chew gum without this nigga putting pork in everything. I can't go to the movies and eat popcorn because this nigga put pork in everything and made hybridized food. He's giving me a 4-toed chicken when chicken's supposed and turkey's supposed to have 5 toes. I can't even eat a chicken wing, a chicken leg. All doors are closed, niggas. Hebrews, stop thinking you can cross the T's and dot the I's. What you need to do is search and seek out the mercy of the Most High. Because the Most High said in Isaiah 49, he says, does a mother forget her suckling child? Does she have compassion on him? Compassion means mercy. And when you continue in Isaiah 49, he says, as the mother has compassion on her child, suckling child, he said, I will have compassion on you. But you have to ask for that compassion. You have to seek that compassion. You got to work for that compassion. And compassion is mercy. I've been telling you from the beginning of this Hebrew on the Island channel, strive to fear the Most High and keep the commandments to the best of your ability. And new guy and Act Star that came on late, watch it because you missed the beginning of this video. And I can't repeat. We all need to go to bed and go to work and do what we have to do. You'll see why I tell you Tav X that I don't say, and I'll say it this last time before because we need to hear it too. That's why you guys wonder why does he say, about shalom and shalom like all the other Hebrews? Because I'm not all the other Hebrews. If you want them, go on their channel. And the majority of them are Messianic, so they're going to lead you to the volcano and death. Very few Torah Tanakh, Koheles, or you could say Mores. I say, I put the bring up on the thing. Why does he keep saying Tav X? I already told you it's a Phoenician alphabet. Tav is the 400 numeric value of the Phoenician Hebrew alphabet. It means purity and becoming one. Hosea 8. Book of Hosea chapter 8, verse 5 and 13. He regrets your calf, Samaria. I am furious with them. Will they never be capable of purity? Now do you see? Now do you see why I don't say shalom? Because if we have purity, he wouldn't be furious with us. And we would be at peace. We would be at peace because we don't have a God, a Lord, who's furious with us. We'll be at peace of heart because we know that, hey, we're not perfect, but we're okay. Verse 13 of Hosea 8. When they present sacrifices to me, it is but flesh for them to eat. The Lord does not accept them. Behold, he remembers their iniquity. He will punish their sins back to Egypt with them. Purity. That's what we need. Tavex, purity and becoming one. If we became one and we have purity, then peace is coming. Peace ain't coming without us being pure. And pure is purity. Anyway, hopefully this lesson was edifying. Again, Tavex to Anuha on deck, Akstar, Young King, King David, Psalm 144, and David Armstrong. And let all those people that didn't watch this video watch it at their leisure. Hopefully this was edifying. Let me read a couple things before we go. Told you this was going to be short. Hebrew on the island too. Correct. Peace and blessings. Tavex. Even all toothpaste got. I didn't mess it. I told you. That's why I say let me stop listening because I will run out of paper and ink. That's why you guys need to stop thinking that, I'm going to put the T, cross the T, and I'm going to dot the I because I arrived. You niggas haven't arrived. You eating four-toed chicken. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to the mercy of the Most High. I don't know of any other fowl I could eat that's in the store. And I know in Deuteronomy 28, he said, you will be dependent on your oppressor for everything. Clothes, food, water, substance, etc. So now I need to seek mercy. Because I'm at the mercy of demon, Neanderthal, beast, wild man, demon. So I need mercy. And I'm going to get mercy is at the mercy seat of the Most High. All right, let me keep going. Literally everything is defiled. Potatoes, wine, beer, wow. Anuha and Akstar, watch the beginning. I listed a whole bunch of stuff you did not hear. Tavex, what's good, my people? Okay, believes in blessing. 451 videos. All right. Watch the video again. Let it sink in your head. Remember, strive to fear the Most High, keep all his commandments, and go to his mercy seat every day and confess and ask him to show mercy upon you. Because he let loose a demon on us, and it was all fault for that. This is a new year from Israel, even on the island too. Until next time.